one of the songs, Just For Now, I think it is, like really connected with people.
Yeah.
Did you expect it to be that one out of all of them?
No, I didn't. I don't think I did, no. But I guess now in hindsight, it maybe makes sense.
I love that one.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. I love it as well. And it was one of the ones that came the lyrics came quite quickly to me on that one, which it didn't happen with any of the other songs. When I do a gig, I always say this, like, all the artists have this amazing story. Every artist has this amazing story where they say, you know, oh, I wrote this in 5 minutes and it just came to me in this strike of inspiration. That's
Wuthering Heights, for example.
Whatever. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, that came to me and I was thinking, I just don't have that story. It's always been long and painful, but I do it anyway. But with that one, the lyrics, I mean, it's pathetic that I can only say that for one song. It's only actually a small part of it. The rest of it took ages to write. The production, the chords and everything took ages, but the lyrics came reasonably quickly, and I remember that. And I think maybe that helps with it. And I think I had a really clear idea of the image around the image of what was in my head when I was writing it. And there was also a thing where the mix made such a big difference on that one, which I kind of wasn't expecting, because I think you naturally, when you mix your own stuff, I get self-conscious about vocals, as I think everyone does, and you kind of hide it in reverb or whatever. And I remember hearing it for the first time when Duncan he just took like all the reverb off, put the vocals like straight front and center. And I was like, it made me like scared, but then I was like, had to listen to it a few times, and I was like, okay, no, I think this is good though. I think this is what people want, and this is what connects to people. It's like he really like, I hadn't really heard those vocals like that until he just took everything away and put it front and center, and it felt very scary. But I was so glad I had someone to push me that way when that happened.
That's magic though, when someone sees something you can't see.
Yeah.
And it's that thing, you just have to sort of let it happen.
You have to let it happen. Yeah. Definitely. That was very magic when he first sent me that mix. But yeah, no, I had no idea that one would take off. It's been mad how that one is. Someone's got a tattoo of it on their arm.
Yeah, I saw that.
Someone's done a short film. Someone's done their graduate short film, and Birkbeck has done a short film that is inspired by that song.
What? These are like really bucket list moments.
Yeah. It was very amazing.
A fan has got lyrics tattooed on their body. That's just amazing.
Very surreal, especially like when I hadn't gigged much, and there was a few bigger reactions to that, because you're just like in your own room, and then someone's like, you know, this really helped me through this time, whatever. It definitely helped a lot. You keep going, you know, when someone says that. So that's been nice. Yeah, it's been nice.
It's amazing. Wow. And it's got a really gorgeous music video, and also just the shape of the song. I wanted to comment on that, because it's got such a lovely build, which is an unusual shape for a song.
Do you know what that song is actually? Again, is inspired by one of the talks we had, indirectly, one of the talks we had at Trinity, because Oliver Coates, when he came in, he played Messiaen's Quartet for the End of Time with cello and Ableton, which I feel like those 5 minutes changed so much for me. It was just like an astounding performance he did. And that song started off as me wanting to write a song that's based on this movement. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like this cello solo moment in the Quartet for the End of Time, which is these slow chords and this cello solo over the above that's just like, it's just like heart-wrenching. And it's called like the eternity of something, he labels it. But it's just this really thing of these slow chords and then this cello solo over the top. And I think I started doing these slow chords, and then part of the process was actually just analyzing that song, that piece, and trying to, and basically stealing it. I'm a big fan of stealing stuff, especially if it comes from a very different place that you're putting it into.
Yeah.
So that song was, I've got to pay homage to that big time, because like there is a few chords that are literally direct transcriptions from that song.
Interesting.
There's a few like just chord changes that were just like, oh my god, this is amazing, and then I just put it into the key that I was in, was like, biff bash bosh,
Done.
take it and steal it.
I think nearly everyone would agree that like nothing was that original.
Yeah, exactly. What was it Picasso said of like, I think Picasso said,
Bowie said it as well.
Bowie said it of if something like an imitator copies something but an artist steals something. It's like there is a process of really rubbing it to say like, this is mine, I guess. I think that's what that quote is trying to say, but I definitely think that the willingness to steal things, and especially when you recontextualize them, is something I've always done.